Hello, my name is Tycho Varani, and I'm the lead programmer of Iron Rain. I'm here at the Dallas Makerspace, and if you're in the North Texas area, you should come and check it out. We've been members for the past 7 years, and there's usually members around for you to ask questions, and they can give you a hand with anything you need help with. And almost every Tuesday evening, members of the Dallas Personal Robotics Group come here to work on their own creations. So, you guys want to say hello?
Hello.
Is that one of your creations right there?
This is one of our creations. This is the Dallas Personal Robotics Club Robot, an example of something that we're building as a club.
Cool.
So, this is Argos. This is Argos. So our team focused heavily on outreach this summer, but we also worked some with the new REV system. So this robot we built about 2 years ago to start working on figuring out how to program the phones, the Android phones. And since the modern robotics hardware wasn't available yet, we started using just a yo-yo board for low-level control, and we showed our results on our blog and with the FTC forums. And this is not a legal robot. You cannot run this in a competition. But it's basically our way of experimenting with the new REV system before the challenge gets announced. This robot is based on a 1/5 scale rock crawler and has independent steering and motors on the front and rear axles. So we are using 2 motor ports configured as unknown motors to control drive power. There aren't any encoders on these motors. We are also using 2 servo ports to control the steering. We needed to add rear steering because otherwise it had a very poor turning radius. We are also using 2 more servos to control the pan tilt setup for our phone camera mount. We have a motor output connected to a string of LEDs above the phone to help illuminate motion targets. The LED strip helps reduce the occurrences where Vuforia loses lock on the target and gets distracted by something else. We are using the Galaxy S5 phone since of all of the FTC legal phones. The S5 seems to have the best pixel processing performance, and that makes a difference when using Vuforia or OpenCV. We are really pleased by how easy the new REV system is to get up and running. We can't yet vouch for its ESD resilience, but we haven't had anything that looks like an ESD event, even running on carpet. The only issue we were running into is that our steering servos were less responsive because of the 5-volt output on the REV hub. That 1-volt difference results in significantly less power from our digital servos, such that the servos couldn't turn the wheels unless the robot was in motion. Luckily, after the NSTA trip, we discovered that REV has this new servo power module, which is FTC legal, takes the voltage back up to 6 volts, and supports a draw of up to 15 amps across 6 servos. That's 3 times the power budget of the modern robotic servo module, and the REV module is advertised to be ESD tolerant. It also has these status LEDs which let you know about the signal for each servo. As you can see here, if there is no signal, the LED flashes yellow. If the signal is roughly centered, it will be a solid yellow, and it switches to green or red if the signal indicates forward or reverse. In our front and rear steering configuration, we usually get opposing colors on our steering servos, unless we intentionally put it in drift mode, where we skew the wheels in the same direction, which gives us the ability to dodge obstacles without changing direction. We were happy to discover that REV decided to include a Bosch BNO055 based IMU on board. This is the same IMU we used for the last 2 seasons, and it is super accurate. Normally we use it for autonomous navigation, but now we're starting to get Argos to balance on its rear wheels using this IMU. It automatically transitions into balance mode when it detects that it has raised past the balance point. But we are having trouble getting our PID values correct. It may be that there is too much lag between sensor updates and the motor reactions, but we haven't tested it enough to say for sure. We've heard the next release of the REV firmware should have more input-output improvements and improved responsiveness. That's all I have for now. Stay tuned for updates. Come on. Oh! Yeah, that's what I thought.